ഹായ്, എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. ഇന്നത്തെ എൻ്റെ വീഡിയോ ഭീഷ്മ ശപഥം സ്റ്റോറി ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ ചെയ്തു കൊടുക്കണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞതനുസരിച്ച് ചെയ്ത വീഡിയോ ഞാൻ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാണ്. ഇതിനു മുന്നേ ഞാനൊരു വീഡിയോ ഷെയർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഭഗവത്ഗീത ചാപ്റ്റർ 2 വേഴ്സ് 47. അത് കാണാത്തവരൊന്ന് കണ്ടു നോക്കൂ. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ സ്റ്റോറി ഭീഷ്മ ശപഥം. ഭീഷ്മ ശപഥം ഒന്ന് കേട്ടു നോക്കിയാലോ. The king of Hastinapura was known as King Shantanu. So King Shantanu had a son with Ganga Devi who was named as Devavrata. King Shantanu taught Devavrata from childhood itself archery, and Devavrata was a born archer. So as he grew up, Ganga Devi had to go back. So King Shantanu was both father and mother for the baby Devavrata. Years passed by and King Shantanu throned Devavrata to Hastinapura. As usual, King Shantanu went for hunting, and on his way he got an ecstatic fragrance. King Shantanu was wondering where this ecstatic fragrance was coming from. King Shantanu found out that this ecstatic fragrance came from a beautiful woman. King Shantanu asked her, "Who are you? Are you from heaven?" That beautiful woman told the king, "Oh my lord, I am not from heaven. I am an ordinary woman. I am Satyavati, the daughter of Dashraj, the chief of fishermen." King Shantanu proposed to Satyavati. What did Satyavati say? Satyavati requested the king to get the consent from her father, Dashraj, chief of the fishermen. So the king obliged, and the king Shantanu went to her father. So what was her father's reply? Her father said, "I don't have any issue in marrying my daughter to you, O my lord, but only on one condition." And what was the condition? That Satyavati's son should rule Hastinapura and not Devavrata. King was shocked. The king was sad, depressed, and disappointed because he loved Devavrata as his only son. But at the same time, the love for Satyavati was intense. He was a lonely king. He was lonely now, and the love for Satyavati was intense. King Shantanu didn't utter a word to Satyavati's father. He just walked by. He just walked and he reached the kingdom. Devavrata found that King Shantanu was very sad and disappointed. So Devavrata went and asked his father what was the reason for his disappointment. Whether he could help him out. So King Shantanu replied, "There is no reason for any disappointment. Why should there be a reason when I have a lovely son like you?" So what did Devavrata do? Devavrata called for King Shantanu's chariot. So he came to know what was the whole story about king's disappointment, Satyavati, and his desire to marry Satyavati. Devavrata went and met Satyavati's father, the chief of fishermen. So the chief repeated his request again to Devavrata, saying that Satyavati's son should be the next ruler of Hastinapura and not Devavrata. If that condition is fulfilled, he is willing to marry Satyavati to King Shantanu. So the loving son of King Shantanu said, "It's fine with me. I will not seek the throne of Hastinapura." So the chief replied, "You may not seek the throne for the love of your father. But what about your children? So the chief was thinking ahead. If not him, his children will be the next seeker for the throne. So what happens to Satyavati's children? So then Devavrata took a vow. And what was the vow given to Satyavati's father? That he will not marry, nor he will have children. The moment he said this, there was shower from the heaven. The chief was happy. He agreed to give Satyavati to King Shantanu. So Satyavati went with Devavrata to the kingdom, to the palace. When King Shantanu came to know this, he was not very happy. He came and asked Devavrata, "My son, why did you do this? What did you do?" Devavrata said, "O father, for the sake of you, I have given up the throne. I have decided not to marry nor to have children. So for you, I am giving up the throne, and for my mother, I will give up marriage, and I will not have any children. So from hereafter, all the women will be seen as my mother." There was a whole lot of noise from heaven. There was a loud thunder, and King Shantanu said, King Shantanu was hurt to know about his son Devavrata's vow and devotion to his father. He lamented, King Shantanu lamented, "Why did you do this, my son?" But again, once you have done that, it is a Bhishma's vow. Now onwards, you will be known as Bhishma. And this is Bhishma's vow. You have set an example for how a son should be to a father. You have surpassed love and sacrifice. It is unparalleled. Your love and sacrifice is unparalleled. So from thereafter, this was known as Bhishma's vow or Bhishma Shapath. Hope you liked the story of Bhishma or Devavrata, King Shantanu, and how Devavrata came to be known as Bhishma and Bhishma's vow. Thank you. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഈ വീഡിയോ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു എന്ന് കരുതുന്നു. ഭീഷ്മ ശപഥം ഞാൻ ചെയ്ത ഒരു വീഡിയോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഹോപ്പ് എവറിബഡി ലൈക്സ് ഇറ്റ്. എല്ലാവർക്കും നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം. വീണ്ടും പുതിയൊരാശയമായിട്ട് നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്തേക്ക് എത്തുന്നതായിരിക്കും. സോ ഈ വീഡിയോ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടുവെങ്കിൽ പ്ലീസ് ലൈക്ക്, ഷെയർ, and those who have not subscribed, please subscribe my video. Sindhuura. Bye.